When it comes to religion and questions about God, it is always best to ask the opinion or listen to the experiences of those who know God and have experienced the salvation that comes through Jesus Christ when it comes to questions about marriage and Christian conduct. Most people have no experimental knowledge of God, nor can they testify to being saved from their sins, but most people have an opinion about religion, and some are very verbose in spite of their ignorance. You would think, from the way they speak, that they are the font of all knowledge and the custodians of divinity.
And I am happy to perform same-sex marriages.
It has come as no surprise to me to learn that modernist theologians, both male and female, support the new idea of female elders, same-sex marriage and homosexuality, and it is apparent others who agree with these are atheistic and can see no reason to deny this practice. Kim Davis, the Kentucky clerk, has been imprisoned for civil disobedience because she refused to issue marriage licenses bearing her name to same-sex couples. The reason for her objection was because it was a violation of her conscience. This kind of imprisonment for this crime is the first of its kind. The critics of her action claim all kinds of things against her and seek to discredit her testimony by pointing out her past. They say she should obey the law of the land. They say that is her Christian and civil duty to do so. They call her a hypocrite and other such names. They say such things as, she's not loving and she's a bigot. My answer to these people is that I speak from experience of knowing God and can testify to the salvation that I have received through the Lord Jesus Christ. I have published my story in my book, Converted on LSD Trip, and Borstal Boys, especially written for prison inmates. I am a former convicted criminal. When I left school at the age of 15, I could hardly read or write. I was uneducated and did not believe in God nor cared for religion. When I became a Christian, after my bad experience on LSD in 1970, at the age of 21, I learned to read. This was to read the Bible and a range of classical Christian literature. I soon learned that those with religion of the nominal kind and so-called trained in theology missed the mark, as they do today. They held many errors that have led them to wrong views of God and all those wrong beliefs and practices that we see today. I have been moved with concern to speak of their principal errors in my book, Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary, alternative title, Does the Lord Jesus Want Women to Rule as Elders in His Church?, which I believe will help those interested to understand these issues at stake. I will give you a free PDF copy if you email me. Kim Davis has done the correct and courageous thing and is praiseworthy for her actions. She is first of all a Christian, one who, like me, has testified to the forgiveness of sins and is a witness to Christian morality. She was elected to the position she held in Kentucky as a clerk and was responsible for issuing marriage licenses. She has refused to have anything to do with those who want to commit homosexual acts and refuses to partake in being involved in issuing such licenses. My testimony to this situation is that those critics of Kim Davis are in fact ignorant of the gospel of Christ, the principles of the gospel, and have no personal knowledge of the forgiveness of sins or a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, and so they cannot judge the situation aright. I support Kim Davis in her stand, and it is a fearful thing to sit in the seat of those legislators that have framed such laws in the US, the UK, or anywhere. Please check out our website, Facebook page and the books I mentioned at amazon.com or amazon.co.uk. I'm also available to speak at any function in the UK or abroad. Please email me at secretarydolores@yahoo.co.uk.